What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Monday. I can't wait to get this show cranked up. Hold up, let me check and see. Is Facebook acting right today? Let's see. If not, we just gonna leave them a message. And again, 'cause I left them another message this weekend. Let me see. Okay, there I am. It's up there right now. We'll see how long it works. We'll see how long it goes. I left a message. I found out how to get to them, y'all. And so we working on that. But let me share what my groups at. Okay, they're my groups. Let me share it to my groups right quick. One, two, three groups I'm a part of. I see you there, Mr. Moody. It's about to get epic. It's about to get epic, baby. I got so much stuff for y'all. And I know y'all got some stuff for me. So y'all talk to me. Talk to me. Let's see how long we're gonna be on here. I got to make sure I get my note together just in case uh just in case, Chop Shop mess up like it just did. Um Copy. Uh so Chop Shop HTX had messed up. So let me go over there. All I do is go over there to Chop Shop HTX, right? That's all right. Let the other one gonna mess up. That's why I tell y'all to go come over here. Let me go over there and just leave something. Let me leave something. Say, look, y'all, let's come on over here. Let's come on over here to YouTube. I just left that. Uh, I just left it over there. So that's going on over there. They gonna fix it one day. I mean, I don't know what the problem is. They gonna fix it. It might just be this one little tweak they need to do. So I clicked it over there and let them know, and I'll let them know over here at at Robert Hatter if it cuts off. Uh, what's up there? Light. What's that? Light. Oh man, I can't. Y'all with these names. Lighter night. But hold up, man. So it's still going on. Hold up, y'all. Let me see something. Let me see. It's still live over there. Still live over there on the mine. Let's see how long it's gonna last. Terry, that's right. Terry. Terry, I gotta remember that one, Terry. My bad, Terry. My bad, baby. Um, but I see you out there. I see you, Brandon Wheatfall. It's gonna be epic, man. I had a great weekend this weekend, man. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff going on. Got a chance to go to a concert this weekend. Got a chance to do some stuff for me that sometimes I get so busy I don't have time. But man, I said, man, Rob, enjoy yourself this weekend. Enjoy yourself. So I did a little enjoying myself this weekend. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. What's that? Uh, Eric Benet should have came on last. Layla Hathaway, she don't get another quarter. My only thing she had a good guitar player, Jubu, the guy who used to play for Frankie Beverly. So she had him on her show. That's the only thing was good about her. October London, he got some stuff that he got some stuff, and I'm gonna talk about him. He got some stuff. He ain't that good to be thinking he this good now, dude. You can't be cocky and your ass ain't done nothing. You ain't got a whole album yet. You know what I'm saying? You come on, smoke a cigar the whole damn time while you're drinking the whole time you're singing. So I mean, he was cool, but I left out on him. Uh, but I enjoyed the concert. I enjoyed the concert. Um, but Eric Benet was the man. Eric Benet was the man. Shout out to wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Watch it. Hold on. Let me put some on the screen. Ivan Pettit, I see you there, baby. I see you. I don't know how long you're gonna be there, Pettit, but we'll see. I don't understand this one, Antoine. You gotta explain that to me. You gotta explain that one to me. Explain that to me. Talk to you. Talk to your homeboy. You know, when you put it up there, you know I'm gonna say something about it. Hold on, let me put my video sources back up here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I didn't do all this before the show, so guess what? Guess what? So what? Got it now. See that? I told the young fella he was gonna go out soon. Let me send that to hold up, y'all. Let me send a message to another message to Facebook. Y'all, I promise you, we're gonna get this stuff figured out one day. We're gonna get it out, figured out. Let's see. Let's say let's put watch this. Let's put hold on. Let's go home. All right. Let me put a note to let the people know Facebook still they haven't sent me a message yet saying they had fixed it. But I'm gonna keep sending it to them. Okay. I'm gonna keep sending that message. Keep sending them that message. Facebook. When I get off the air today, I'm gonna call you back, bro. I'm gonna call you back, bro. Let me make sure I got all my devices working here. See, that's another one they didn't fix for me, but it's okay. That's why I can do it myself. I don't need them, but I just don't know what's going on behind their scenes with their situations. But um, Barry. I'm trying to see why Antoine put this up there. And I won't keep it back up there. I don't understand now. Oh, that's your favorite golfer. Okay, got you. Got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. He's freaking boring. I like Scotty. He's boring. He's boring. He just boring. Uh, I like him, but he's boring. Thaddeus Moody said the WNBA draft is tonight. I love the trades for Skylar Diggins, Rakia Jackson, and Dejanay. Dejanay. That's right, Dejanay Carrington. Let's go, Chicago Sky. Okay, all right. Happy Monday. What's up, Barry McDonald? What course is that behind you? That's ironic. That's ironic. Ironic. Yes, that's where the U.S. Open is going to be in Pennsylvania. They used to didn't let us play on that course a long time ago. It was a lawsuit against them, and we hadn't had it back on there. I mean, no, it was a course in California that wouldn't allow them to have it there because Charlie Sifford was going to play in it. But I think this course accommodated him. My boy Rob is back. My boy Rob is back. Robert Young is in the building. Eric Boone is in the building. The golfer, the best golfers in the world. That man said, "Dear parents, please stop sending your kids to these big name prep schools talking about development. This hold on, let me put this on. Let me put this on. Let me put this on my big screen. Let me put it on the big screen. Hold on. You know, I had to please, parents, stop sending your kids to these big name prep schools talking about development. This weekend, I had 4 players from those schools that hold on, y'all. That didn't know how to backdoor cut, or play help defense. Hmm. That shouldn't they have learned that before the prep school? And coach, I got to kick back with you, coach. I got to hit back. I need you to explain something to me. You said, dear parents, stop sending your kids to these big name prep schools talking about development. This weekend, you had 4 players on your team. from these schools that didn't know how to backcourt or play help defense. Coach, I, so I'm assuming you ain't never had a practice with these guys, number one. And coach, they should have learned this before they go to prep school. Why did the prep school, first of all, why did the prep schools want these kids? I guess they want their money. Why would the prep schools want a kid that can't backcut or play help defense? Eric, Eric, see, you just can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna ask a question, Eric. I know these people don't like that. Eric, you just can't tell me something. Corey Henderson in the best my dude, man. Hey, 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 man. Hey, Corey, I can't wait to talk to you after the show. Well, shout out to Corey. I saw him at the concert. Corey was a part of the concert. Uh, uh, had a, I don't know, the freshmen at their school. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, these freshmen. But coach, I would ask that question. Corey, I'm glad, Corey, we got another basketball coach. We got another basketball coach on this bill. Corey, it was a good comment. You said, parents, please stop sending your kids to these big name prep schools talking about developing. This weekend I had 4 players from these schools that didn't know how to backdoor cut or play help defense. Now, and you said, I don't know. They're freshmen at the school. So if they're freshmen, ladies and gentlemen, he just got over being in the 8th grade in the 7th grade. So when I come on this show and say we need to get to these kids in the 5th grade, in the 6th grade, I don't get no help from the community because don't nobody want to help. We just want to talk about it. We want to come on. Listen, I'm tired of coming on this show talking about a problem. Do me a favor. Let's have a solution the next time. When you put a comment up there, let's have a solution. You know, let's have a solution because us constantly talking about what a prep school ain't doing. The prep school, what prep school the kid went to in the 9th grade, in the 8th grade. See, he said they're freshmen, and instead of going to public schools where they can develop, they choose that route. I asked one kid why. He said because of developer, but he don't know. You just told me he was. You just told me he's in the 9th grade. He don't know. Corey Henderson, he don't know. He just he just mimicking what he done heard grown folks say. He in the 9th grade, man. He's still forming. Just as long as he don't get under your care or under your influence of under your leadership without knowing how to do those 2 things. You follow me? He should know how to backcourt before you get through with him. He should know how to even if it's outside. Take that outside. If y'all ain't got no gym to work on in, y'all can take that out. I can show him how to backcut and how to help. I can put a shell defense up outside. I done did it before. Go- Don't tell me I ain't got no gym. I'm gonna make a gym out of anything. I make a cart out, a golf course out of anything. Well, if you show me some grass, I'm gonna show you how to hit something from that grass. Interesting comment, but look what you're saying. Kid is in the ninth. Kid in the 9th grade. So ain't nobody taught him in the 4th. Ain't nobody taught him in the 5th. Ain't nobody taught him in the 6th. Those, don't y'all know, if you're an educator, those grades right there is what the kids retain most for the rest of their life. I'm not educated, I know that. So nobody taught him in the fourth. Nobody taught him in the fifth. Nobody taught him in the sixth. Nobody thought to teach him in the seventh. Nobody taught to teach him in the eighth. But in the ninth grade, they sent him to one of your, want to send him to the EYBL. Why is he on the EYBL team and don't know how to backdoor cut and help defense? Y'all follow me? Let's see what this Bob had to say. I tried to talk to one of the parents, and the dad was caught up on the name of the school and what it looks like to the public. I told his dad he would go back a better player, I guarantee you. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, Bob. Herb, I sit here and watch this stuff, and I love this. Bob, thank you for putting this up there because they're easy to teach in the fourth and fifth grade. I'm trying to give it. Golly, it's easy. They do whatever you say. You teach them the L cut and tell them why you're teaching it to them. Boy, they love it. Teaching them how to play tag, don't get tagged, and they love it because it's teaching them how to change directions. Then by the time, teach them the importance of helping defense and helping the helper and teaching them how. And guess what? Then they gonna know that stuff when they get in the ninth grade, trying to go on the EYBL. What's the use in bringing them on the EYBL if they don't know? The kids must have some kind of talent. They must be tall. They must be something. Because I know y'all ain't finna put up with no little old midget doing that. Heard what you said. He said most likely they're paying, they are paying to attend these schools as freshmen unless they're, yes, I mean, I don't mind you paying to go to school. Paying to go to school is not a bad thing. Paying to go to school is not a bad thing. Take it from me. But make sure you get what you pay for. Everything good cost. That free stuff ain't good for you. But let me keep going. I love this. I love this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. He said, I coach some of the best 10th graders in the state, and we're teaching how to set proper screens and basic defensive principles. They tell us they just hoop and practice. Well, then, well, you just said you just had an oxymoron. You just said you don't coach some of the best 10th graders in the state. You coach some people who think they some of the best 10th graders in the state. Because if you was the best 10th grader in the state, you would know a lot of this stuff. Sometimes we don't even know what we be saying. Heard. So you can be a best 10th grader in the state and you don't know how to set a proper. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on. And I didn't hold on. Let me see where I got that at. Hold on, hold on. Hold up, y'all. Got my other computer over here working. Hold on. I got that capability. Uh, watch this. Glad you said that. Glad you said that. Uh, hold up, y'all. Y'all know I got a new computer, so I haven't all my files hadn't download. Uh, uh, hold up, hold up. Um, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm finna send this over to me. Watch this. Can I airdrop it? Airdrop it to me over here. Uh, I'm glad y'all. That's why I love y'all. Y'all some of the smartest damn people in the world. Let me see. That's what I love messing with y'all, man. I dropped that thing over there. Where's that? I dropped me some. Oh, it didn't come. Okay. All right. You ain't, you ain't gonna stop me from doing that. Hold on. Let's see. Let's send it this way. Let's see. That's interesting. That's why I love talking to y'all, man. Y'all are. I learned something. Y'all think I be playing with y'all, but y'all ass are smart. Y'all are smart. Oh, I see. I see what it did to me. It sent. Okay, it sent me. It sent me. Hold up, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on. Glad my man said that, man. Um, where's that? Come on. All right, I take it off. Hold up. Let me see. I take it off of here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I remember this. I remember this so clearly. Ship it to. Okay, let's go. Come on, let me go to y'all. Please come here. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me get out of there and go back to here. And I just want to share something with y'all because watch this.
Jamal Moses is a good friend of mine. I had him in Cleveland, and I congratulated him when he got the job. And he was like, "Twan, I'm teaching them how to set a proper screen." And he's not talking about rookies. He's talking about guys that have been in the league for 2 or 3 years. And I'm just like, we learned that in college, fundamentals and things of that nature. So
High school.
the game of basketball has changed. I mean, imagine us playing in today's game. Jamal Moses is a good friend of mine. I had him in Cleveland, and I congratulated him when he got the job. And he was like, "Twan, I'm teaching them how to set a proper screen." And he's not talking about rookies.
Big coach. You talking about you deal with some 10th graders and they don't know how to set a proper screen and basic defensive principle. They just tell us they just hoop at practice. I believe that. I really believe that. Trying to see, can I put this better somewhere? Let me see, can I make that bigger for y'all? I want y'all to be able to see it though. Yeah. I believe that. Let me keep going. Let me keep going and ask y'all questions. Are y'all see a common denominator? Because didn't nobody teach him in the fourth grade. Didn't nobody teach him in the fifth grade. Didn't nobody teach him in the sixth grade. Didn't nobody teach him in the seventh grade. Didn't nobody teach him in the eighth grade. Didn't nobody teach him in the ninth grade. And the reason I know, because this guy just said, they're in the 10th grade and don't know. So, hold on. So then, coach come back and say, watch this. Let me make it big so coach I can see it. Here we go. Coach come back and say, our practice time is limited and we're 3 weeks behind. Don't ask me why. So I'm just focusing on fundamentals. Good thing. Great thing. Great thing. I like this. I like this, y'all. Then Fob said, then Herb came back and said, what? Herb said, many of the bigger athletic kids lack basketball fundamentals because they're able to dominate the game physically at an early age. Yep, I've seen that. I've seen that, Herb. I like that. I've seen that before. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We ain't done. Let me put my man up there. He in the building. Ed Harris is in the building. That my boy. That my dude. Darryl Barnes is in the building. And then Herb said, once they reach high school, see Herb, we know it's a problem. What's the solution? Once they reach high school, the playing field begins to even out because some kids mature physically enough. How do we prevent this? Is it a way to prevent this? Is it a way? Because if you teach them in the fourth grade and teach them in the fifth grade, what's the school's excuse? Oh, the third and fourth grade, you're still traveling around the country. And ain't nothing wrong with traveling around the country. But make sure they're getting something. Every city I used to go in when I had my son was playing, every time, I don't care what little Junebug team, I found out where I can find a gym. Because me and him going to go get something in. I'm not finna come way up here just to watch him shoot the ball 3 or 4 times in a game, and over the weekend he just shot the ball 10 times, and we can be in the gym every day getting some shots up. Got to get shots up. The ball got to get used to going in the hole. Melvin Dudes, you say you have kids leave your program because they don't want to practice. They said they don't want to work on their game. They just okay, okay. It's okay, and it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. They don't want they don't want to play on your team. Let them go somewhere else and play. I still want them to play the game. Y'all, everybody ain't gonna play this game the right way. But it's such a great game, even if you're playing it the wrong way, just go play it. That's how much I love the game. You ain't got to be no Division 1, Division 2 player in my book. If you love this game and love the game, you might love it enough to watch and stick around. If you might want to coach it, you might have some other contributions you can have to the game. You follow me? Everybody ain't gonna be that dude. I can believe that somebody that they talking about Pacific people. They don't want to call the kid's name out because they know I ain't gonna call him out no way. But I know that, yo, kids don't want to listen. If y'all mess around, and let them get in high school, and they ain't been taught, and they halfway good, and Doug done said they good, and Jeffrey Day done said they good, and Herb done said they good, and Jimmy done said they good, and Sloan done said they good. You gonna have a problem out them little Negroes. Cause they think they good. Gary Carter done took a video of them. You gonna have a problem. It's hard. Coach, I watched it just even in my household. The older my son got, the more he resisted. I ain't gonna lie, I used to think, dude, you think I'm doing this for me? I'm good. I'm doing this for you. So I know how receptive and whatever I say when he was a little youngster, everything I do, everything, he did everything. But then he got them girls told him he was cute. Mama, he working me too hard. Darabon said most of these coaches and trainers have never played the game or have not done their homework going to coach clinics to learn the fundamentals. The solution is just start with the basic. Yeah, I agree. Good topic. Thank you, Fob. Good topic. Boy, good 33-minute topic, Fob. But what did we get out of it? What would be, somebody give me something. Boom, Robert Young. Y'all give me something that I can give to these parents. I was throwing little nuggets in there the whole time. Um, I know the change of an athlete when they're young. That's why I say you got to if you get it to them younger. So everybody who got these get little kids in the fourth and fifth grade, just got them playing basketball, especially if you're benefiting off them. If you got a team, got a little Junebug team, make sure uh, uh, somebody know what they're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, but you got the heart to organize and have them on your team, uh, go to Chop Shop Htx at Gmail. If you don't know what to do, I'm gonna get you somebody out there, but you got to pay them to teach these people, these kids, how to do it. I mean, you got them. You got a team. You just got them running around here. You just got them, and let's just see. We ain't no, and we're gonna make it fun. Whoever it is, we're gonna make it fun. But we have to do. It's them early years. What? How old are you in the fifth grade? That's 9 and under. 8 and under, nine. All you 9 and under teen people, 9 and under, 10 and under people. We got to see who coaching these teams. And it's all right to coach. Coach, you probably can coach, but you don't know how to teach. And it's okay. I know how to teach. I don't like to coach. I don't know why y'all, I just don't like to. I just never wanted my job to be tied up to what I can relate to 18, 19, 50 year old kid, man, and my job depending on it. I got to depend on them. It just something about that was just a little bit unnerving to me. You follow me? That's why I always lift coaches up. I always thank them. I always love. That's why I don't let people talk about coaches. I always lift them up. Uh, you say it baffles me how these kids just want to play and not practice. I told mine, this is where you get better. You can't tell them. See, that's it. There you go right there. There you go right there. I told mine, no, you got to groom them. Maybe you got to get in the drills with them and tell them, look, this is how I keep my game sharp. I learned that from Mark Bryant. Mark Bryant, I'm in there just sending my son through all these drills. And Mark Bryant, we're at Westside Tennis Club, and Mark Bryant passed by and said, Rob, get in the drill with him. Best information I ever got. Because guess what? He was doing it better than me, and he would laugh. Daddy, you can't do it. I can do it. So guess what? He wasn't even thinking his ass was learning something. He was mad at him. I told you, man. We used to pivot so much. He was mad. He was hot at me that day. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with basketball. Hey, y'all follow me? They got to know you got skin in the game, especially when they're young. They don't. They mamas and daddies is telling them what to do all the damn time. They trying to make the game fun. Then they gonna run to the tie. They ain't even think about being tied. Y'all, if I didn't do this stuff myself, I wouldn't be up here talking to y'all about it. I had to make it fun to them. I knew what triggered it. All I had to do is his dad to say, uh, Eric Harrison, Eric Harrison's son is cold. They said he one of the best. They said he one of the best guards in the in the city. Eric, I do that every time he play. He went, hold up. He still ain't caught up with it yet. He probably still don't know what I was doing. He don't like his dad saying no back. Y'all got to know what trigger your kid. Eric, he like me to say nobody get better than him. I was bragging about John Henson because John Henson is going to North Carolina. Rob said all he is tall. He come out there, I'm gonna shot fake him and get around his big long. I mean, his you got to make them have fun, man. You got to think. I hate to say trick them, but you got to have some. Coach, I get in the drill with him. I mean, I'm telling you, he was like, "Dad, you missed the layup. I ain't missed no." So he was like, "Oh, I got it." So he ain't thinking about I'm tired as hell now. But it worked. Let me see. What else you said? Let's see. What he say? He said, the culture we live in, the not faster than microwave generation. With AI, I'm having access to things almost immediately. The mindset of our young people is different. Yes, but guess what? Just like they tricking the mindset, you got to figure out to overload the mindset, and it's a waltz, it's a dance. So if you know all of these things, you got to figure out a counter. If they stopping you with this move right here to the right, I tell you, I never forget. My son was a lefty. I promise you. And everybody, Jimmy, all the time, man, he don't do nothing but go left. And I asked Robert. He said, "Dad, I'm scoring 30 points a game going left. They ain't stopped it. If they was to stop it, then I know how to go to the right. What the hell I'm gonna go to the right for? And they can't stop me going this way." See, sometimes these kids are smarter than you adults. James Harden can't go right. But the MVP going right, going left, and y'all can't stop it. The young fella, your young man told me, "Dad, they can't stop it. If they hold up," he said, "if they stop it, I got a counter." I left him alone. Sometimes you might need to listen to these little June bugs. Sometimes. What else y'all done put up? Let me see what else y'all done put up here. Let's see. He said, this is where we come in to teach the model the way to go. This is where we come in. Yeah, we got to teach. We got to teach. Let's see. Man, my son, I know, but y'all got to know what triggers your son. What triggers him? He said, I used to get in the drills and cheat and make it matter. That's how you got to go. You got to know the kids. You know those who labor among you. You got to know them. We got to change our mindsets. AI, okay, they got AI. You got to have a IA. If you teaching them, you being around them, you sitting there watching. All AI did, listen, AI is just got information and use the information that we input in it. AI ain't thinking for himself. AI is only using information. Hold up. Whoa, let me where that picture at of me and Jimmy. Uh, that my man gave me. Let's see if I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it somewhere. Where's that picture? Okay, look. Let's just look at this. This was AI generated by Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan don't have that picture of me and a picture of Jimmy, and that information of knowing about H-Town sports, the AI would be rendered useless. But the information that we put into AI caused them to make. Oh my God, I can't believe I made an example like this here, y'all. That's how AI got this. Michael Jordan had that picture of me. He had that picture of Jimmy. That's how he did it. Are y'all following me? Man, how did we get on this subject? But I'm kind of loving it. I'm kind of loving it. I'm learning some. I'm learning some. I'm learning some. Hold up. What Daryl Barnes said? Let me see what he said. He said, "Are you dance with songs? Y'all need to be on YouTube learning these drills so that you can go to the gym with your son and not have the, you know what? You can learn those drills on YouTube, but how you gonna troubleshoot them? You can go through the drills, but the kid got to have the fundamentals of the drill. And that comes from a master teacher. Uh, you follow me? You know, I can go on YouTube and I can show you how, but you want to teach him the why I'm doing this. He said they always talk about leftists can't go right. Why these right ball handlers that turning that thing over with both hands. I mean, y'all, it was just funny to me. Some people. Daryl Anderson, what's up, boy? I see you, man. You on that big old ship, man. I want to get on that big old ship. You on? You can go to the YouTube drills, but you better know the why. Yo, I had to teach my son. Watch this. Watch it. Watch it. Robert was so fast, but every time they hit him, he fall over and he fall down a lot. I said, no, dude. So when I studied him, watched him on film a few times, he always led with his head over his over his knees. So I had to teach him how to keep his make the same move, but keep your head over your body. Because your head is the heaviest thing on your body. So if you lean too far, if they hit you, you're gonna topple over. But I didn't get that off a YouTube video. I watched the tape. And I kept watching him and kept watching him. And his moves, his head was too farly extended over his body. So if anybody touch him, what? That head gonna go. They I didn't learn that on YouTube, right? I had to learn that just by, hmm, hmm. See, I know I taught somebody else that. Somebody else probably didn't even know that. Somebody probably didn't even know. But there's a lot of guys do. What else? Boy, that Eric Harrison, boy, I'm in his wheelhouse today. Anybody else? Well, we spent 46 minutes. I got some. I saw some. I saw some. He said, yes, you're correct, Hal. You have to know the fundamentals and why you are doing what you do. Yeah, you got to know. Because me and him could have been doing that same drill 1,000 times. But if I didn't see him constantly falling down after every little bit of contact, because in basketball, they're gonna push you a little, they're gonna put a football, especially if you're a little bit skinny dude with goggles, they're gonna put the toughest dude on the team to try to guard you. I said, don't look up here. He looked up there at me. I said, I don't look up here. You know what to do. I told y'all my favorite word. Give him what they asking for. Give him what they asking for. My favorite word. I had to change up. I used to say, man, just go and bust it's arms. But then, some parents be getting, I didn't want to offend no parents. I said, just give him what they asking for, doc. Send him home saying, who is that dude in them goggles? Keep telling y'all. I'm going to keep going back to that. But the transfer portal and all this stuff going on, transfer portal, everything going on. But one of the rare cases I seen where it is dumb to not enter the portal. Y'all get me? Yeah, yeah, let me repeat it. I saw one of the rare cases where I think it's dumb for him not to get in the portal. We finna go to work, y'all, in just a second. And you know who that person is? Auburn's guard, Jahad Pettiford. That kid gonna go back to the Auburn Tigers next year with a dumbass coach who daddy left him the job. And he gonna go back. I guess they give him some more money. He gonna go back to Auburn. Maybe he's just like all. But I just said to me, this is one of the rare cases. I think I'm not gonna say dumb, not smart, to not enter the portal. See, somebody sent me this the other day. They said, Robert, hold up. Let me find the definition again. Because I love Lakeisha was on here. Who was that talking about gatekeeping that day? And I gave him the gatekeeping definition. Because I just like to hear what Webster say about stuff sometimes. You know, just uh just um humor me. Because gatekeeping. Because I saw somebody sent it to me. Keeping. Define gatekeeping. Okay. All right. The activity of controlling access to something. In sort of a way, I gatekeep this show because I control access to this show. No, Brandon, no. He shouldn't have stayed in the draft process last year. No, he shouldn't. No. They didn't want him. They didn't want him. No. Just in case y'all don't know what I'm saying, Brandon said he should have stayed in the draft. No, he shouldn't. No. Gatekeeping. Let me get back. Brandon, I couldn't let you get away with that one. You didn't critically think on that one. Go back and critically think on it. The action, gatekeeping, of discouraging or criticizing others participating in or enjoyment of a shared activity or interest. We got a lot of gatekeepers around here in this basketball community. I'm not one of them because I don't have nothing to do with the basketball community in Houston. I never have. I never wanted to. All I did is had a son that wanted to play, and I wanted to give him the best thing, situation, and his friends the best situation that I could do, could give them. That's all, right? Now, the Brand, you better take a look at that one, Brand. No, they didn't want him. Um, and I don't think gatekeeping is a bad word. Let me just go back and get it. The activity of controlling access to something. You got to. You can't let everybody in your club. I know them people wish they wouldn't have let them Negroes in that club over there up at Kirby and come in there and taking people chains and killing and shooting at people. I know them people wish they would control their access to them people coming in their damn club in Upper Kirby. What's up? What's up, Doc? gatekeeping, I don't think it's. Somebody give me a negative, Chad. Give me a negative, because the activity of controlling access to something ain't always good. You don't want everybody at your house. You gatekeep your house. That's not negative. You ain't letting everybody, you controlling access to your house. You ain't letting everybody drive your car, Chad. Brandon Wheatfall. Y'all talk back to me. Don't be around here playing with me today. You don't want everybody to have access to your woman. You're gonna gatekeep your woman. You're gonna gatekeep your man. You're gonna control these people's access to your people. So give me a negative so we can talk about the negative. Since people talking about gatekeeping is bad, because somebody sent me something, said, Robert, everybody wants to be the gatekeeper of basketball or appear to have all the answers. Hmm. Can I get a drink on that one? Hmm. Chad, if I got anybody, wait, did my mic go off? Y'all, I can tell. I can tell something about y'all. When I hit on a hot topic, well, y'all get quiet as a church house mouse. I can't believe Herb ain't said nothing on that. He must be doing. He said, I asked someone for help with a situation and they ignored me. Maybe I can't refrain it. Maybe I can't refrain. So okay. So Chad, help me if I'm right. Chad, you ask somebody for some help with a situation. Let me put that back up there. I like that, Chad. I like that. Hold on. I like that, Chad. I asked somebody for help with a situation and they ignored me. Maybe I can. Chad, that's not gatekeeping. You ask somebody for help with a situation and they ignored you. I don't understand that one, Chad. You got to rephrase that one for me. Help me out. I don't understand that one. And then Eric, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Eric said, could it be the mentality of the gatekeeper, their motives? I guess. But give me an instance. A gatekeeper. Give me an instance. For instance. Somebody give me some. Because people always saying, or do y'all want me to give y'all one? Y'all waiting on me again, right? See how y'all, hey, I don't mind you using me, just don't abuse me. Don't misuse me. Y'all share the show, man. Because I need somebody talking to me. Text tag tell somebody, man, right quick. Did I let the people on my on YouTube know? I mean on Facebook know where I'm at? Where we at? Did I let them know? Let me see. Did I let them know? Y'all talk to me now. Chad, you trying. I like that, Chad. Come on. Don't stop on me. Give me a for instance. Okay. I got one for y'all. I got one for y'all. I got. Y'all, goddamn it. Y'all, see, y'all be working me to death, man, with no pay. Y'all be working me to death, man. Uh, uh, he said, it could be bad when the gatekeeper have selfish motives that could hurt others, like a coach who has low self-esteem. Let me put that one on the board for y'all, man. Like a coach who has low uh self-esteem and want to keep things to himself because he sees a person as competition. Okay, I like that one. I like that one. You see somebody as competition. Okay. So you don't want them in this thing. Like I see some people, I try to help everybody. I see somebody who having a show, man. I'm supporting their show and watching it. Y'all, I went to try to represent a player. Uh, I can tell it. Um, Jason Kidd when he was in college, and I had to go. Let's go here. When I was trying to, when I was going to represent Penny. Uh, Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me give y'all something. Uh, I was thinking about it. Rest his soul, Larry Finch. I was smart enough to know that Larry Finch wasn't gonna let me have access to Penny, right? Because I did my research and I know who he was in bed with and who he had a relationship with. Another agent, right? Another agent. So he was gatekeeping because I knew I couldn't get due to him. I couldn't reach Penny. I couldn't. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get to that. But just so happened, I went my own route. And he later told me, "Man, you backdoored me." I said, "No, I didn't, sir." I said, "You my hero. I've looked up to you all my life, but I know it wasn't possible for me to get to Penny because I was Hold on 1 second. Let me let y'all hear this. Hold on. Hold on. I want y'all to see something. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this, then I'm coming back.
The culture is always the people. It's the feeling. It's the people. I'm not a slogan guy. Just try to live it and walk the walk every single day and pour into our guys and even the transfer portal. Hey, transferring sometime is healthy and it's good. I left Division II school where I was playing and running cross country because I wanted to be a basketball coach and I felt like I would learn more from Coach Knight and prepare myself for that career there. So I think every situation is different. We're rarely upset when one of our guys decides to leave because it gives us an opportunity to bring someone else into our program, but also maybe who we are and our values don't align with where they are in their lives right now. So people change jobs, people change.
But let me get back to this. Let me get back to this. I'm sitting there saying to myself, I said, I couldn't get, so he was gatekeeping. I knew Jason Kidd, Ty Bozeman was gatekeeping. I couldn't get to him, but now he was gatekeeping for some a black agent, so I wasn't mad at it. But I can't get mad if people prevent me. Let me get that word again. Let me go back. And I'm just trying to see who is gatekeeping y'all around here. The activity of controlling access. Yes. See, those guys control access from me to get to where I was going. I didn't have if I had to depend on them, I wouldn't have got access to Jason. I wouldn't have got access to Penny. So guess what? I went around the gatekeepers. So and I can't say they're selfish like Eric Harris was saying. I mean, they had to do what they have to do, and we have to do what we have to do. So I'm just trying to somebody find me a negative or tell me about. I'm not mad at what that man was doing. He said when someone gates keep from me from one gate, then you can go around looking. But that ain't what y'all saying in the beginning. Tell me what gatekeeping mean to y'all. Because somebody sent me this and I thought it was cool. But I just wish somebody would say something. I know some people out there know what I'm talking about, but they just scared to say it on this. Y'all, I don't know why we so scared. People can't do nothing to y'all. See, everybody wants to be a gatekeeper, a basketball, appears to have all the answers. No, I mean, y'all help me. Because we always talk about, the other day we was talking about gatekeeper. Well, there too many gates. See, Chad can't even, see, Chad can't even articulate what he means. Chad saying probably is something in his business that he need done. It's another person is there that need his help. But Chad, you need his help. See what I did, Chad? I said, I know these Negroes weren't gonna help me. But I still had to come up with these guys. I ain't mad at them two guys. If I see them right now, well, rest his old Coach Finch has passed away. But if I see Todd Bailey over and I said, "What's up, man?" He did what he had to do. He said, "You have to be cunning and do what you can." Not you ain't got to be cunning. No, you don't have to be cunning. You don't have to be cunning. You just say, "Look, okay, I I can't get." I'm trying to give y'all example in y'all life because I mean I know I got a different life. He said gatekeeping, controlling. Dude, we already know the definition, man. Give me this man and come on here trying to give us, dude. We just got the definition: gatekeeping, controlling, restricting, or withholding access. We didn't said that. But when did it come to make yourself feel superior or exclusive? So hold up. So the Masters gatekeeps. The Masters golf tournament. I'm gonna talk about it at some point. I hope this week. Shout out to Rory McIlroy. The Masters gatekeep because they control, they restrict, and withhold access and information to make yourself feel so. So you saying you even said yourself, Bob, people, you'll help people, but you ain't telling them how you did it, doing it. So you are withholding assets, information to make yourself. Maybe you're not trying to make yourself feel superior or exclude, but you're trying to. It's exclusive. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I told a dude the other day. I said, dude, I told you all you know. I ain't told y'all I know. Pointing at gatekeepers too long can turn into excuses why you didn't get it done at the. Oh my God, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. But I like that, Bob. But we know the definition. But I think you just added that one. Maybe you meant to add. Hold up. That was the Western. Hold up. Can I get fine gatekeeping? Urban. Urban Dictionary. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all know I like to hear what everybody think about. Okay. Hold on. When somebody taking on themselves to decide. Hold up. Here we go. Now we get somewhere. Now we got some right. Hold up. Now you're describing some people. where somebody takes it upon themselves to decide who does or does not have access or rights to the community or identity. Hmm. Hmm. Gatekeeping is the act of controlling or restricting access to a community, a hobby, or information, often by hold up. Here you go, Fa. Often by enforcing arbitrary rules. Fa! I like that. Or acting superior to others. Polarized on social media. Hmm. Decide who's the real. Hmm. I like this. I'm glad I looked at this. You're hoarding all the information. Fa, what? Refusing to share details about a place or product or tend to prevent it from becoming mainstream are sold out. I love this. Yeah, yeah, keep coming, Fob. Come on, come on. Don't nobody stop. Share the show, man. Y'all, boy, inclusionary behavior. Someone saying someone isn't a real fan if they don't meet specific, often elitist criteria. Hold on. Often criticized as toxic online popularity or manipulative behavior on social media where users curate and limited access to subcultures. That's powerful. Do anybody know anybody like that? I try not to be like that, but if I do, charge it to my heart, my head, but not my heart. Everybody wants to be the gatekeeper of basketball or appear to have all the answers. I ask y'all too much. Let me move on, because y'all scared of that one. Y'all scared of that one. I can tell. What do y'all think about the portal rankings? What do you think about the portal rankings? Tell me. What do you think? They ranking people in the portal. What y'all think? Eric, I'm just trying to find out what they talking about. Chad, to stop talking. Why, hey, why y'all? This is why I need some more fans. I need some more people on this show. I need some daring people on this show, Fa. Fa. I, I told you I'm trying to catch up to my kind. I need some more of my kind watching this show. Who ain't man? I just can't say that because I can't say that right now because somebody get mad at me. I don't care. I'm trying to find somebody like me. I'm trying to catch up to my kind. Then I look up and see this wild situation out here talking about. Then there was a wild situation. The Columbus Aviators, what's that UFL team? Their head coach was arrested the other day, the day and the day before the game. He arrested for DUI, and they had the game the next day. The head coach of the football team, Ted Ginn Jr., former Buckeye great, DUI, just a day before the next game. But if somebody was to fire him or won't let him get no job, they gatekeeping on me. Man, you had a job, man. You was driving drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's something I got to play for y'all. This is why I love this little boy, and I hope I ain't get playing with nobody's intellectual property. But I had to play this for y'all today because there's too much stuff going on here. Man, I don't know. That dude in the White House, that man got pictures he posted that he Jesus. And then I go back to this young fella, what he said about Trump 30 years ago. Watch this.
You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Snap, snap, snap. Crush, crush, crush. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. Even if you earned it, you still owe. I mean, can you imagine somebody having $32 million? 32 million dollars, and this person has nothing, and you can sleep, you can still go to the movie. These are the type of people that get humanitarian awards. Millionaires. How can they be humanitarians? By the fact that they're millionaires and there's so many poor people shows how unhumane they are. I think there is a way. It just takes to be revolutionary. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to one house? You only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? I mean, why have 52 rooms and you know there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. You want to be like Trump?
I didn't know that. I'm yesterday years old when I found that video. It's just something for y'all to think about. Now I'm finna go down this list. Y'all, people been asking me about Robert. What is about this NIL? When it's gonna stop? Then I'm just going down. Robert, what's up with DEI? Robert, what's going on with these athletes spending money? Robert, what's the pros and cons of the transfer portal? Robert, uh, 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 you love the golf, you love the Masters. Tell me something about the Masters I don't know. People been calling me that. Ladies and gentlemen, as the regular season, and I'm gonna talk about all that this week, as the regular season of the NBA concludes, it's over. I have to talk about the incredible season of the Detroit Pistons. I got to. Ladies and gentlemen, I played in a golf tournament this summer, John Lucas Golf Tournament. And I was paired with 2 great young men, 2 great coaches. And got a chance to meet Monty Williams. He was the one that got fired for them to hire Bernie Bickerstaff. They lost 28 games in a row. This man got fired. But this Detroit Pistons team, they put up their 60th win of the 2025 season. 2025, yeah, 26 season. It's the first 60-win season for the Detroit Pistons in what, 2 decades. What an unbelievable turnaround of a team that managed to win just 14 games 3 years ago. That's why Money got fired. You cannot say enough about the job that JB Bickerstaff, I'm proud to say Bernie, JB Bickerstaff has done. The Detroit Pistons have not, listen, they have not won a single home season game, or excuse me, home postseason game in nearly nine, well, I'm sorry, it wasn't nine, 606, what, 6,600 days. 6,600 days, they haven't won a single postseason game. That's about 2008, folks. We're talking about the year Stephon Curry was underclassman at Davidson, right? LeBron James was, I think, probably in his fifth year. That's nearly 2 decades. They have, excuse me, to have not won one single playoff game. NBA is going to crank up Monday. The 2026 NBA playoff bracket is set. All 20 seeds are locked in, and the postseason gets started on Tuesday with the play-in game on Tuesday tomorrow. In the East, the Raptors clinched the final top six seed, and a playoff guarantee, a playoff berth on Sunday. And the Nuggets close out the regular season by clinching the number 3 seed in the West over the Lakers. Damn, that was that close. The play-in tournament will run through Friday, and the first round of the playoffs will tip off Saturday, April 18th. The play-in will decide the number 7 uh, and number 8 seeds in both conferences. But we already know 4 of the 8 first round matchups. In the East, the number 3 Knicks will face off the number 6 Hawks. The number 4 Cavaliers with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden will go up against the Raptors. I ain't lying. I didn't know the Raptors was playing this good. They're number 5. In the West is the Nuggets against the Timberwolves in the conference 3-6 matchup. And the Lakers face the Rockets in a 4-5 matchup. The Pistons and the Celtics and the Thunder and the Spurs, they are waiting the winners of the play-in tournament. The Celtics is the East number 2 seed, will face either the Sixers or the Magic in the first round, and the Spurs will either battle the Suns or the Trailblazers um, in Victor Wembanyama playoff debut. Oh, it's gonna be, it's gonna be hot. I can't wait. I can't wait. A lot of people tell me I don't watch the regular season. Okay, the playoffs have started now. So let me see what else I got. What they say. Somebody said this. Watch them. Sent me this. Somebody said the top level of AAU. They call it AAU. This is what they sent me. I don't. I call it summer ball. Is exclusive. Don't mean that lower levels got to be denied an experience. Even if you never play college basketball, that experience is meaningful. Traveling and competing all over is a great experience and a life lesson. Ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying this earlier, I'm glad I brought that up. Uh, I want y'all to know that, because sometimes people, it's D1 or bust, it's D1, 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 D1. Man, let me tell you something. Basketball is such a great game. Just go have the experience. Go. I ain't saying. I mean, if you just travel. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think I don't know, because we didn't do it. But my son, I'm gonna ask him. Did you have a great time when you were traveling? I mean, but was it a great experience for you? I'm gonna ask, because I never asked him about that. Um, but then I want to tell people, understand this NBA. Because the tournament that started, the NCAA, I call it the NCAA, I mean the NBA tournament, it's the playoffs. But I want to explain to people. because a lot of people don't know this, but there are 450 players in the NBA. All right. Of those 100, I ain't talking about them guys on them two ways. It's just the guys with the guaranteed contracts. There are 450 players in the NBA. Of those 450 players, listen to me, y'all. Maybe 30 to 38 are star players. Okay? The other 412 players are all role players. That means that roughly 85% of the players with jobs in the NBA are role players. The key then to getting to the NBA and staying in the NBA is mastering your role, no matter how big or small that role may be. Patrick Beverly averaged 40 points a game in high school while playing in the toughest inner city league in Chicago. Beverly would not have lasted 2 seasons in the NBA trying to be a scorer. So he found his role and turned that into a 12-year career with $82 million in career earnings. I had no idea. Then they talk about Draymond Green is capable, I don't know about that, of 18 to 20 points a game. That is not his role with the Warriors, though. He has turned his role into a 14-year career, 128 million in career earnings. Then the guy said, well, Robert, nobody's asking LeBron James to be a scorer. The Lakers have 4 scorers because everybody talking negative about Bronny all the time, right? Bronny's role is to be an elite defender, to knock down an open jump shot, and to be aggressive and attacking on offense when opportunities arise. That's his role. And if you watch him, trying to get him to be a point guard, don't do that. Notice I didn't say that. What did I say? His role is to be an elite defender, to knock down an open jump shot, and to be aggressive and attacking on offense when the opportunity arises. And he got to grow into that role. But a 22-year-old earning, I think, $120 every 2 weeks. $120,000 every 2 weeks while working with his father, who is a billionaire, is a failure in your eyes if the 22-year-old does not average 20 points a game, because you are both, something wrong with you and you don't understand the business of the NBA. I've been trying to tell y'all this for a long time. When I saw him in high school, I said he can play in the NBA. I didn't say he's going to be great. Not one time. But the young dude sit down, he shut up, don't say nothing, and just do whatever needs to be done. Man, it's some people. Yeah. See, some of y'all got that Cam Thomas attitude. I, I'm gonna get 30 every time I come out there. He's out of the league. Because what? Not playing his role. So I was thinking about the Masters. I watched it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Masters is the reason that I got hooked on golf. And I saw Freddie Couples. He hit a shot, I think, on 13. Uh, and usually that ball rolled back in the water. But he had stayed up on the bank and didn't roll back in the water. And he chipped the ball, linking close, and scored. And that changed my whole perspective of golf. I said, wow. Then I heard he was Found out he was from Houston. He went to U of H. He played golf at U of H. So I'm studying him, and watching his swing. I think he got the most poetic and the most rhythmic swing that I've ever seen in my life. I tried to duplicate it a million times. I just can't. I just can't. But people say, I'm smooth. If I get any smoothness, it comes from him, right? But I was thinking about something. Rory McIlroy, the young man who won the golf tournament, he reminded us of how poor we are. I hate to say it because, ladies and gentlemen, to prepare for the Masters, this tournament this week, he used his $50 million private jet like it was a Toyota Corolla. If you're not familiar with golf, or you haven't been paying attention to the Masters, Rory McIlroy has been dominating this past week. Thursday and Friday, he dominated. He went into Saturday with the biggest 36-hole lead in Masters history. We played 4 rounds. So Friday, Thursday, he killed. Friday, he killed. Saturday, he went into Saturday with the biggest lead ever in Masters history. He needed that lead too because he came back to the field. He didn't play that well on Saturday, and he played pretty, okay, 1 under on Sunday. The most important day. Golf is played in 4 days. It's a marathon. You play Thursday, Friday, and then you kind of get half of the field. Whoever half of the field is, the rest of them, they go home. They don't get no money. They cut it. They call it the cut. They try to get the half of the field and ties. If you all tied up, half the field and ties, y'all continue to play. All y'all below that, y'all go home. So, but on Friday, he told us what made him play so well at one of the hardest golf courses in the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been there, you can't capture what that golf course is. And they're like the first hole. It's like a 50-foot drop. You can't see it. You can't see it from the camera. I guess the camera can't show 3D. You know, but it's in the hills, and don't be bringing no Louboutins and all that and no heels to the golf tournament. You can't have your telephone. You can't do nothing. You got to check your telephone. If you're caught with your telephone on the course, you'll be asked to leave. And if whoever gave you that ticket, they will lose their privilege to have the tickets. So you can't bring your phone. If you're out there with your friends, listen to me. Y'all got to stick together. Ain't no one going to get the beer. All y'all better go get the beer. Because guess what? Ain't no phones. You will never find your friend again. And till you meet him at where you go out at. Okay, so if you ever have a chance to go to the Masters, it's it's just an unbelievable experience. And I see, hold up, they gatekeep that place. Listen, even the members, if I was the members, I'd be mad. You know why? The members can't play for, like after this tournament, like what, from May to August, it shut down to redo it. Then they start playing back August and October. Then you play up until the Masters. Oh, it kind of got me mad on that one. I hope I'm giving y'all something y'all know. But see, but I started off with what his name, uh, Rory McIlroy, just really showing us how poor we are, right? Yo, this man, instead of playing the normal warm up tournaments on the PGA leading up to the Masters, Roy was doing this. Let me see that I put it on here. This was Roy was doing. Just watch this. Just listen to this.
I honestly just don't like the 3 tournaments leading up to this event. Yeah, um, I, I'd rather come up here. You know, I did a couple of days where I dropped Poppy to school, flew up here, played, landed back home, and had dinner with her, or had dinner with Eric and Poppy. Like I did a couple of day trips like that where I felt like that was a better use of my time than going to Houston or San Antonio. So. Wasn't really about conserving energy, but I felt, you know, the more time I could spend up here, the better.
Ladies and gentlemen, he went and got some extra shots. Like you go to the gym. He went and got some extra gym time. Like y'all gonna play at the NCAA. He went early that week and came in and got him some extra shots up. That's what he did with the Masters, right? And instead of playing the normal warm-up tournaments, like going to Houston and going to San Antonio, like they had the Shell Open and the one in San Antonio, he was doing this. And to those of you who still don't know what happened here, go find your map. Rory lives in Jupiter, Florida. Okay? Rory would drop his daughter, her name's Poppy, off at school, go to the airport, hop on his $50 million G6 C650 ER. ER mean extended range, so he can go overseas without fueling. Extended range, because he's from Ireland. And take a 90-minute flight from Augusta, Georgia, from Jupiter, Florida to Augusta, Georgia, just to play a round of golf, and he flies right back home the same day to have dinner with his family. And to the surprise of absolutely nobody, the internet is losing their mind. Is y'all still there? Is anybody still here? Say somebody, say something. Wait a minute. Hold up. Y'all jealous? Tell me what happened. Because, you know, some people, man, the carbon emissions that he's putting on in the air, Robert, he's got carbon emissions. He's flying that private jet around like. That man paid $50 million for that thing. But the internet was gone. They saying Rory had an unfair advantage being able to play this course before the biggest tournament of the year. While everybody else is busting their butts in Texas. And everybody is talking about the carbon emissions of regular private jet flights just to go play around the golf. Is it unfair that we got a chance to play the course while everyone else is in Texas? Is it unfair? Is it? Y'all might think so. But it's the reward that you get from winning this tournament. He done won this tournament before, so he can come back and play it. Everybody else ain't won it. And of course, no way was the course playing. He didn't get it to me. He didn't get an advantage because in no way the course was playing the same way when he went. They gonna have it set up different. It's gonna be harder when they play the tournament. But all in all, it must be pretty nice to leave your multi-million-dollar home in Jupiter, Florida, and fly to arguably the best golf course in the world for a day and return to eat dinner with your family. Did y'all know that? Did anybody know that story? I'm- I'm- Am I talking to anybody? Did anybody know that? Wait a minute. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I kind of love it. Can you imagine any golfers out there? Any golfers there? Can you imagine? You can wake up in the morning and take your daughter to school. Come on, somebody talk to me. Take your daughter to school, right? Go, go to the private airport. Pull your car up to the plane. They park it for you. Get on the flight. 90-minute flight. Head to Augusta. Another car waiting on you. You go over to Augusta. Go straight to the golf course. Unbelievable. But I saw something in the NBA the other night, and I need y'all help with it. I call it the NBA tank off. Some of y'all might already know this, but I want y'all. I wanna make sure y'all know it. The other night in NBA, I witnessed the most unbelievable tank off in NBA history. Tanking, everybody talking about tanking, that means trying to lose, right? The 21 and 59, that means they got 21 wins and 59 losses. Utah Jazz versus the 25 win and 55 loss Memphis Grizzlies. By the way, I think John Morant played his last game in Memphis. And this game did not disappoint. This was a tank off of the worst teams in the league. Here's what at stake in this game. If the Grizzlies win that game, that meant a potential 7% reduction of NBA draft lottery odds to land in the top 4 picks. A Jazz win meant a potential 10% deduction. So this is a must-lose game for both teams. If anybody out there, let me see if anybody out there. Let me play some music. Hold on. Is anybody out there? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if anybody out there. Somebody let me know they're here. Just let me know.
This is a sick Negro.
Somebody out there, let me know.
Your coach say you suck.
Is anybody out there? I'm gonna wait.
If it had been me, I'd have shot his big ass.
Hold on. Hey.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Is the thing working? Hold up. Let me see. Hello. Let me see if the feed working. Yeah, it's working. Where y'all at? Oh, y'all might be doing something. I forgot y'all be doing stuff. Y'all ain't no fun, man. Cause I'm about to. I got to tell y'all about this tank off. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Now I just want to know somebody was there. But Linda, do you understand what I'm talking about? But Brandon, it's a tank off. They trying to lose. They trying to lose, right? Watch this. The Jazz has been dominating the tank race in the West for the most of the season. The Jazz, everybody know they got fined and everything, right? So they probably felt like they had the edge in the tank-off. Watch this now. Y'all finna be the smartest people in the nail shop. But the Grizzlies fight back with the most AI-generated starting lineup in NBA history. Y'all ready? Anybody else out there? They had Lucas Williamson. Ain't never heard of him. Yep, he was on a 10-day contract from the G League. Derek Whitehead, 10-day contract from the G League. Toby Akani, 10-day contract from the G League. Adama Ball, 10-day contract from the G League. Jemai Meshack, two-way player. That's an upgrade from the rest of them dudes. Should I repeat that, or do y'all understand what I just said? Somebody talk back to me. We ain't got before 16 minutes left. What, 16 minutes left. Cause somebody talk back to me. Belinda, did you hear what I just said? Brandon, did you hear what I just said? 4 10-day contracts and 1 two-way contract started in the NBA regular season game. The stage is set. Let the Tank Bowl commence. Watch this. Belinda, the game is neck and neck for a little while. Derek Whitehead, 10-day contract dude, start off with 16 points in 15 minutes for the Grizzlies. Guess what happened? Can't be doing that. Coach subbed him out of the game. Hell no, boy. Sit your little happy ass down somewhere. And doesn't bring him back until the Grizzlies are safely down 50 in the fourth. Because he was getting buckets. Now the Jazz coach was pissed because the crowd was chanting for Kevin Love to come in the game. Coach said, no, we're not having that. Because he was about to win by 46 points, and it's the worst day of his career. Derek Holcomb. I'm talking about the tank off. The Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies, they was trying to see who was going to tank the worst in this game. This was truly a generational tanking job by the Grizzlies. Y'all watch this. They played 6 players and 1 guy off the bench. None of which are even on the full-time roster. The game is so absurd, these dudes are making history. This was the first time in NBA history, Derek Holcomb, that 3 guys had a triple-double in a game. In the tank off. Belinda, 3 guys had triple-doubles. It was also the first time in NBA history that 2 bench players on the same team had a triple-double. The Jazz only had 2 players come off the bench. And they both had triple-doubles. I wish I had somebody to talk to me. Meanwhile, Jemai Meshack, the Grizzlies' two-way player, and the last pick in the 2025 NBA draft, he was the last pick, had a quadruple double. Derek Holcomb, he had 15 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists, and 10 turnovers. He was a minus 46. The Grizzlies lost by 46. By 46, 45 or 46. He played all 48 minutes. The lineups, the box scores. Y'all got to go see this. We will never witness this level of tanking again, ever, 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 ever. Interesting. Trying to see what else I got y'all for. I'm trying to give you a 15. What's that? What? Oh, shoot, a 10-minute. Trying to find a 10-minute. I got too much. This stuff too good to give 10 minutes. But I got to tell y'all about this Masters tournament one more time, so we won't talk about it no more. Ladies and gentlemen, this Masters tournament got gift shops, merchandise tents, merchandise tents, where the whole, it's just unbelievable. I need somebody to answer a question for me. They only open 8 days a year. 7 and 8 days. Might be 7. Might be 8. This Masters gift shop. Will somebody tell me how much money they make a year? A day. Man, I asked somebody. She started. She came out with the right number. She probably saw it somewhere. She came up with the right number. Ladies and gentlemen, they ain't open. Let's say 7 days a year. Yeah, 7 days a year. Tell me how much they make in a day. The gift shop, the merchandise tent, where you buy Masters hats, gloves, t-shirts, Masters everything. Can anybody help me? Yeah, we're gonna end the show with this one. Can anybody help me? I asked you how much they made in a day. So if it's $70 million total, that means it's 7 days. What that mean? $10 million a day. Each day is, listen. They were making $277 per second. No, 10 million, Kessa. Y'all took too long. I know y'all got to Google it. No, Kessa. $10 million a day. I done been and watched that line. I never stood in that line, and ain't no way in the world I'm standing in line. Standing in line to give your money. Do y'all know the average spend per person? They added up $1,000 per person. Y'all, these white folks in there buying these little what the hell is a gnome? Let me find out, cause I don't understand. They was selling out of these gnomes. What the hell is a gnome? Where did they come from? What is a gnome? Little ugly ass. What is a gnome? Oh, it's a mythical, small, bearded, and often red-caped creature from European folklore, believed to live underground, regarding treasure. And them people, it was sold out. Kessa, $10 million a day. I would argue there might not be more powerful brand, a more powerful brand on this planet. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't even take, They tell the TV people, y'all don't run this. We run this. They miss out on $300 million a year in TV rights because they want to control the content. They said the lines are over 90-minute wait. $1,000. And these people talking about they ain't got no money. Kessler said 10,000, 100,000 a day. No, 10 million a day. That man said Mike Grable got to be more careful. He should have went to the mask or whatever, no cell phone. Well, shit. We just can't mention Mike Brable. What did Mike Brable do? Well, her name Rossini is the one might be in trouble. Mike Brable can talk to a reporter, man. The man, athletes been hooking up with reporters since the beginning of time. Let me repeat that just in case y'all didn't know that. Athletes, especially the women reporters, I ain't talking about I don't know about the men, but athletes has been Joe Namath, all of them, Terry Brad, all of them. They've been hooking up with these sideline reporters. These reporters human too. They get they swerve on just like everybody else. Y'all, in case y'all don't know, Mike Vrabel, the Super Bowl winning head coach for the New England Patriots. He was caught. Somebody took some pictures of him and Diana Rossini. She covers the NFL. so all the journalists in the NFL talking about she got an unfair advantage. She knocking the coach off. So she gonna get the interview every time if I'm knocking the coach off. So only person would bring stuff up like that is Melvin Dukes. But I guess I had to address it. But yeah, it's yeah. I didn't even expect to address it. I didn't think y'all even cared about it. But it's a unique situation, and a lot of people seem to be up and up. They ain't talking about it too much. Hold up. Mainstream media ain't reported it much. Did Stephen A. Smith talk about it today? Did Colin Cowherd talk about it? They know everybody, man. That's known. They they getting it in. Hey, they getting it in. You know, I was gonna go somewhere. I can't do that. I can't do that. But tomorrow, uh, she was just gatekeeping. Ain't no, yeah, yeah. Tomorrow, y'all, we're gonna talk about how we can strengthen these NIL contracts. Uh, we're gonna talk about athletes spending, these NIL athletes spending. You know, there was an example of one of the young cats who spent $60,000 on 2 duffel bags for travel. And they talked about some of the vehicles in the cars, these guys. Somebody have to give them spending advice. Because when you look at the current state of the current reality of NIL, and I know y'all, I want them to get the bag too. But in football, 17 out of the top 20 evaluations, 17 out of the top 20 are quarterbacks. Matter of fact, 13 college quarterbacks have over $1 million NIL valuation. 33 quarterback. Up last year was 16 last year. Doubled that this year. Here's the other reality. 10 5-star recruits went undrafted in 2024. Talking about football right now. 11 5-star recruits went undrafted in 2025. 1.6 1.6% of college football players go to the NFL. 1.6%. 1.6% of college football players go to the NFL. The average career in the NFL is 3.3 years. The average age of retirement in the NFL is 27.6 years. And Wall Street Journal reported that 16% of NFL players declare bankruptcy within 12 years of retirement. Young people, start saving and start saving immediately. Be careful in your discretionary purchases. Be smart. Make sure there's a plan in place. And sometimes we got to ask them. I would ask them, what's your definition of wealth? Then I challenge the athlete to think about it's more than just money. We know a lot of people who have a lot of money. And if you're just focused on money, you may not be fulfilled because wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Money is probably a component of that. I employ every athlete, use your success to benefit others. Get inspired. Who inspire you financially in your life? Who does your athlete look up to for financial perspective? You need to build a money philosophy, young people, because y'all just out there getting it in. Man, I see so much of it. They showing me. He said, shout out to Ashlyn Jackson. She should get drafted tonight. Until where's she gonna get drafted at? So hold on. Where's she gonna get drafted at? Able 150, 44 spots. Whose place she gonna take in the WNBA? Talk to me. Whose spot she gonna take? She gotta take somebody's spot. Whose spot she gonna take? Dallas Wings hold the #1 overall pick. They always getting the #1 overall. What's that girl named Charlie? Where is she at? Charlie Collier. Where is she? Where's she at right now? Yeah, Dallas Wings second consecutive. Let me see. Is she is she Melvin Dewes? Is she supposed to get drafted? Let me look up the WNBA, NBA mock draft. I'm just looking. Just looking. Olivia Miles projected to Seattle Storm. Let's see. AZ Fuzz. Let's look. Let's look. Charlie is playing in Australia. Thank you, Terry. Terry, did you know her? I might have to get my glasses. AZ Fudge, Olivia Miles, supposed to be #2. Awu Fan. Who did she play for? Fine. Oh, she was over in Valencia. She coming from Spain. Boy, Valencia is a beautiful place. Oh my God. Ooh, if you ever get a chance to go to Spain, go to Valencia. Lauren Betts, yes. I'm picking Lauren Betts. Niel Aglama. Where's she from? France. Okay. Flau'jae Johnson. They said she's supposed to go 6. Raven Johnson. She's supposed to go 7. Ayana Martin. She from Spain. Kiki Rice. Yes, sir. UCLA point guard. Killer. You know what? Hey man, I remember. I can tell it now. I remember when she was coming out. Some people told us to reach out to her so she can come on the show. And she kind of high-sided us. Tell me she getting her hair done, and we didn't call her back. We never called her back. But let me keep going. Medina Ocott, South Carolina. Oh, I like her. I like her. Long. Cody McMahon, and from Ole Miss, she cold. I'm just trying to see my man talking about Ashton Jackson. Where's she at? Damn. Oh, Gabrielle Jacque, Jaquez. Jaime, is it name? Yeah, Jaquez. Who else? Tanaya Latson, South Carolina. Mata Suarez, TCU. Gianna Nepkins, UCLA. Damn, UCLA got all these people in. I'm just looking. No, it's all right. I am one of y'all. I mean, it was funny. It was funny. She outside of us because we kept calling because we trying to get on the show because she had said she's gonna be on the go. Then I do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Okay, never called her back. Shit, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Half of most of UCLA team gone. Okay, 19, Ashton Jackson. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. 19. Thank you, Doc. Rory Harmon, 26. Thank you. Amen. Oh, that's the second round. Ashton in the second round. Amen. Y'all, hey, WNBA is weird. Even first rounders get cut. But I got to get out of here, y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. It was fun. I couldn't even get to everything today. But shout out to Fob. Shout out to ALC Collection. Shout out to ALC Collection. Let me say, I always like to talk about them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new, I don't know, Terry, go to this website. Find something on that website. Make sure you gift somebody. If you don't like nothing, gift it to somebody else. But it's got something for everybody. Can't wait. It's hey, hold up. Who was on this show a couple of weeks ago when I announced that Damon Stoudemire was going to LSU? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Because that is Moody called and brought it to my attention. Uh, and Gary Carter brought that my attention. Melvin Dews, was you on the show when I said that? Uh, and I don't even try to break news. I ain't no news breaker. But I just knew what was going on in that situation. And matter of fact, when I went to like I said now, when I went to the Rockets game, that's who I was at the game with. He was here. Matter of fact, they got that deal done. But shout out to LSU. I got to cheer for LSU now. They got Johnny Jones and Damon Stoudemire. I got to cheer for LSU. So if y'all see, don't be looking upside my head. Y'all always remember, I always go with people I know. You follow me? I don't have a team, but if those two guys on the team, I'm gonna wish them the best. So I think they made Brandon Weefall. You heard Brandon Weefall. I hope they. I found out that somebody listened over there at TSU and made Sharon Chapman an interim coach. They need to really interview that guy. That guy is one of the up and coming coaches in the country. And before somebody else get him, I just hope TSU can you know, can put the shackles and keep him here. Cause he don't mind being here. Some people just that's a HBCU. No, he like and didn't even go to HBCU, but he is enthralled by this position. And so is a lot of coaches. People calling me about this coaching job now. I'm gonna try to find out today who's the decision makers, and then we'll find out. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. And I will see y'all on tomorrow. Let me hit that button.